Alright, it's your boy the Overlord here.
BIGGIE AR.
Hey, we're coming here with another podcast.
Episode number 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I plead the fourth. I don't know what the fourth is, but yeah.
I don't know either, bro. That's the first one on me.
That's whatever. But yeah, we're coming through with some new topics today. I need to start leaving on the table. But yeah, we're coming through with some new topics today. You want to introduce the first one or what?
Yeah, we can. I'll go ahead and go into the first one.
Yeah.
We kind of talk about something that kind of happened towards the end of the week. Last week, I think, or beginning of this week. I don't know. Anyway, I just be forgetting sometimes. Too much shit be going on. I can't remember.
I got to like focus on this and my real life. So I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
anyways,
it gets complicated sometimes.
Anyways, let's get straight to the first topic.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi B.
Oh, you mean Cardi P?
I know you've never been a fan of her.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of her music or her speaking voice. So yeah, I've never really been a big fan of Cardi B at all. So that's just not me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know, bro. For the people that haven't heard the story before, it was an old Instagram live video she did a few years ago before she started popping.
Boy, people be getting caught up with the stuff they say. They don't be thinking ahead for nothing.
Hell no, they don't. I guess they don't think about getting as big as they think they're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, but if you're aiming that high, like don't do stuff now because it will follow you. Like look at Obama. He didn't do nothing in the past. He had no baby mamas come out the woodwork. He was good. You know that's
good
why
money,
we need.
Good money.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, she came out and said that when she was stripping, that she used to get dudes that wanted to fuck her and take them to a motel, and she would drug them, Bill Cosby style, then take their shit and dip while they was passed out. So, how do you feel about this first off? Just your initial thoughts on it.
My initial thoughts is like, why isn't she in jail? I guess like you admitted to like robbing people, and like
drugging them.
Yeah, drugging them, and then drugging them, robbing them, and then like you were planning on prostituting yourself. I mean, I think those are all illegal.
Yeah. If I had to take a guess, I would say so.
Yeah, I think they're all illegal. I'm pretty sure. So that's kind of one thing, and then it's like there's kind of like a double standard. Like no one, I didn't hear anything about them like trying to crucify Cardi B about drugging these random guys. I know that she was planning on having sex with them or whatever, but did she just take the money that she was planning on getting anyway and just not having sex, or did she take all of their stuff?
I'm sure that she took all of it.
Yeah, like watch, shoot, anything that she probably like can sell upon or whatever, plus the money.
Because I'm not no stripper, obviously. I don't think I'd ever be a stripper. But I don't think if I was gonna fuck somebody for $400 and have $1,000, I don't think I'd be like, you know what, you was gonna give me $400. I'm gonna leave you the other $6.
You gotta pay for the pills too. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the whole thing.
Yeah.
If I was that kind of person.
Be that kind of person. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like there is a big double standard thing to me.
Yeah, there's definitely is. I saw on my Snapchat on my story. I had one of my friends, I should say, not follower. One of my friends is an ex stripper. Her name is Amber. We can call her Amber.
No real names.
Yeah, that's
unless you're Dante.
That's what she goes by. Shout out Amber. I just
got that.
Got that late. So yeah, she said that she's been in that same situation. She's done the same thing. That guys are acting a little wild, whatever. So, and she says like other strippers do it all the time. Guys ain't kind of wild or whatever, or she's just not into doing it, but says she is, and then like, bloop, and then next thing she got the money that she needed for whatever she needed it for. So it's not like it's a new thing or something that only Cardi was doing, but it's something that strippers, at least statewide, do. It's common practice from what I've heard. So.
That's crazy. I don't know. I don't think anybody should do nothing like that personally.
Yeah, I mean, like you have no idea how they're gonna react to these pills or what's going on. Like, what if this person dies because you decided to like drug them and rob them?
And I think even though so too is because she came on record. Cardi B is saying that after the whole thing, how she had to do what she had to do to put food on the table, but at the same time you're taking from somebody else's table, hypothetically speaking, and putting it on your. You know what I'm saying? The people that you're robbing they have to make a living for themselves too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. definitely.
So I don't think that I don't know. I think that shouldn't be something that just goes without being dealt with or handled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Theft and and all that stuff like that. That shouldn't be swept under the rug. I guess now just because she's famous or whatever, because she has clout or whatnot, that shouldn't be something that's not dealt with. It should definitely be something that be taken to court. But also, like, these guys really can't come forward. Is one reason why I think like she's kind of
I was gonna pay for a prostitute.
yeah, like oh yeah, Cardi, I was gonna have sex with Cardi. Yeah, I had the money and everything. Like, or this gonna ruin their families, or which I mean, if you're out here cheating on your wives or whatever, then I mean you should probably deal with that issue. From this day forward, you should definitely deal with that issue that's going on. But or their jobs. Oh, you're out there in Vegas spending what money, or that's how you lost such and such thing. Like all these like questions are being answered now that if they find out that that happened at that time. And
imagine being one of those guys that got drugged and robbed. Just say you got $1,000. You keep going back. Just say you got $1,000, and you go back home having to explain to your wife how you lost $1,000.
Yeah.
And now this story comes up. She's like, "Bitch, that's how you fucking lost that money 3 years ago."
Where was she? Where's like was Cardi stripping? Like
she was in the. Well, she's I think from Brooklyn or.
She was stripping. That's where she was stripping.
Yeah, she was up there.
So you can't blame it on Vegas or anything like
it was the Bronx. The Bronx. She was.
Yeah, you can't be like y'all crapped out and lost all my money gambling. Dang, it's just like
that's not a.
Yeah.
You can't use that as no excuse, bro.
This is out of there. I guess you could say you got jumped. They knocked you out.
It's funny trying to explain to your wife that you got drugged and robbed by a trick you were trying to smash.
Oh, wait, that's now like a millionaire. Like, hey, yeah, that was the chick that like stole my money that one time.
I'm the guy she's talking about.
Yeah, that's me. Like that. That's what that was messed up.
I don't know. I don't know. I definitely feel like this whole double standard thing is something that needs to be handled. Because women are always fighting that they want the same equal rights and all that other stuff.
That's not. I feel they say they want that for most things, but not all things. It's like, we want equal pay, but
don't want to do equal work.
Yeah, I just
not everybody, but there's some people that don't. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. Yeah, but not all things are equal to them. Like I had a video sent to me today where like this chick was in like a ballpark or something like that, and the cops were like carrying her out, and she was like swinging and hitting the cop on top of the head. The cop just went back and just knocked her out. I think he swung. He swung and hit her. I don't know if he knocked her out or not, but he swung and he hit her, and people were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he did that." Yo, she hit a cop. Like
more than once.
Yeah,
probably.
If that had been me, I'd have just been shot. Like she at least just caught the hands, and then they took her wherever they had put the paws on her real quick, and then took her where she had. They'd be like wrapping my body up, and
she caught that Pacquiao
and hundreds of sheets from my bed, trying to get me out. Yeah, she got packed out real quick.
Shout out to Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Psych.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a double standard with women and stuff like that. So.
Because I think whenever we were talking about this initially, you had that thing with the Zac Efron at the awards. Remember that?
Oh yeah. So like, I don't know if any of y'all have seen this, but it's like a video of like Zac Efron getting an award for like best like topless or shirtless scene or something like that in a movie or whatever. I think it was for like.
Was it Spring Breakers?
No, I think he wasn't even in that. I don't remember. That was
was it Baywatch?
No, it was before Baywatch. It was like Bad Grandpa or Neighbors 2 or something like that.
I feel like he always had his shirt off, but yeah.
Yeah, he had a shirt off like in too many movies. But yeah, it was something like that. And when he went up to get the award, like he won the award, he went to go get it, and like the girls were up there like, take your shirt off. He was like, nah, I'm good, I'm okay. And then the other chick comes up and just like rips his shirt off. Like he had like a button up, just like ripped the button up. He's like, what if my mom gave me the shirt? You know what I mean? Like, what if you just ruined all the buttons on my shirt, and I gotta like I gotta sit here the rest of the show with my shirt open up the whole time. And like, if it had been the opposite way around, was like, best stomach scene or something like that, or even a movie where a chick was topless, and they're like, take your shirt off, and like she's like, no, I'm not gonna take my shirt off. And then when some dude came up and ripped her shirt off, like he wouldn't have a career anymore. Like he would be Kevin Spacey real quick. He would not have anything to fall back on.
Nope.
But with them, it's okay to do
But
that.
I also think about too though, like if you're watching TV, like a movie or something that's not on like HBO or something like that, and there's a guy without a shirt on, they don't ever bleep out or blur out his nipples or nothing.
Yeah.
But the second a girl's shirt comes off, I'll cover the nipples. I don't understand
that. With that is dumb. That's stupid because boobs are not a sexual organ. Hashtag free the nipple. Boobs are not a sexual organ. Like they can be sexualized and they have been sexualized, but they're not a sexual organ. They're made to feed babies. So being someone who, worked in a section where like I was I go supervisor over baby stuff. So like it's almost like there's not even a thing where it's like boobs. This is like
natural thing.
free milk, my nigga. Like that's free groceries. That's what they're seen as now. Like that's kind of what they are. Not to say that if me and my wife were in that kind of situation that whatever. But just saying like it's not that big of a deal for them to be just in their natural state. Like even like some places now it's okay for women to be topless. Like I think New York and Austin are like some places that anywhere a man can be shirtless, a woman can also be shirtless.
Yeah. Too. Yeah.
So we're shouts out to them.
But if you want to see if you want to see boobs or whatever, there's hella free porn sites you can watch this shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe.
Not charging stuff on your coach's hotel bill. You know what I'm saying?
Nice segue. Nice. I was trying to figure out where this was going. I was like, who was it though?
Jordan Bell from the Golden State Warriors.
Golden State. We also got some else talking about Golden State, but yeah. But Jordan Bell.
You want to tell the story? Or you want me to?
Nah, you go ahead. You can go ahead. You segued into it. Go ahead.
So, Jordan Bell, 12th man on the Golden State Warriors bench, bought a triple X porn on
why did I just say a triple X movie?
I don't know why. I don't know. Bought a triple X movie on his assistant coach Mike Brown's hotel bill or whatever, and then got caught. Like it wasn't gonna come back.
Yeah, like it's on my card. It's on my statement. My wife sees this. Like whatever. Like so you just watch. So you're just watching porn. That's what you're doing now. Like that. Like how you gonna set a man up like that, bro?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he got suspended for a game for it, which is I think that's a little.
That's it.
Yeah, it should have been a little bit more severe than that.
Yeah,
I would have cut him. You know what I'm saying?
You're out of here.
He would have got the boot. I would have.
Yeah.
See you later, bro. That's how I don't know.
First off, my thing was like.
You're an NBA player, my guy.
Yeah, you make millions, bro. Like
you couldn't go.
You
couldn't go hire a Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? You had to go.
Well, he hires a Cardi B, he's walking out with nothing. So I'm just saying. So that's probably the safe route. That's probably the route he was best laid out for him. So,
coach's tab, or you know what I'm saying?
But was like how did he get the coach's tab? Like he take the coach's card, or was like the hotel and stuff like that. I don't know the coach's name. I'm not an NBA player, so I don't know like hotel rooms and stuff like that work.
I know that Golden State was right. They really didn't want to talk about it. They said it was more of like an internal thing that they didn't want it to get out to the public. But people be finding shit out.
It's on the internet. It's too late. Like it's already there.
People be finding shit out.
You might as well just go ahead and tell us. We're going to find out. You might as well just go ahead and tell us.
If you don't say it, somebody that works at the hotel will.
Or someone or a teammate that does not get enough playtime probably gonna blurt it out.
The guy that's after him that don't get
number 13.
That gets 1 minute less than him.
Number 13, no Harden. You know
shout out to my Edward. Shout out to Edward. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, he's the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, like that's a weird thing to me that you would like how horny you have to be like for all individuals to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Or it's like, man, I can't find my card nowhere, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and have to charge the coach's card.
He ain't gonna find out.
Yeah. You ain't got a spank bank, like you ain't nothing. Like
you don't have a cell phone.
Wait, you feel me? Like what about this was like? Yeah, I have to watch it on this TV. Are you somewhere? You can't tell me that these like Golden State Warriors are somewhere where like they have a smart TV. You can at least mirror it to something. Nothing.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I don't.
Fly your girl out, for a night or two. Like what? Like really? I don't get it. I'm understanding that.
I'm sure that Golden State stays in 5-star hotels in every city they go to.
You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to like actually walk around. Not one of those rooms where it's like 2 beds, whatever. Which is probably how it is. If we're going off like Mike, whatever. That's probably
and from what I understand, they got groupies standing outside of the hotels.
You know what I mean? Like
go grab one of them.
Meeny, miny, now. Like come on, like I don't understand. I don't get it. Not that I condone. It's like if you anything, I don't get it. It's also theft. It's also robbing your coach of his dividends, whether how minor they are. They're just not yours. It's crazy. So speaking of Warriors taking them L's,
nice segue.
Did you see that game between them and the Timberwolves?
Yeah, I actually caught. I didn't really watch it, but I saw like the last the few seconds of overtime and the few seconds of the regulation game.
Like I just pretty much saw highlights of it. Like I don't really watch games that don't really include the Rockets. Like even in like playoff games, I'm just like my team's not there. I'm kind of good. I don't really need to watch it.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, but from what I saw in the highlights, this was on like Snapchat. So what I saw in the highlights, it was like the Warriors and Timberwolves were tied, and what's his name? Kevin Durant went up for like a 3. Yeah, he went up for a 3, but he's fouled before the play, and they're trying to say that he continued into the shot, but he was fouled way before the play. The call was made before the play, so they didn't count the 3 points, and so Timberwolves had a foul to give, and so they didn't go to the line or anything like that, and then they took it out of bounds again, and then threw it back, they took it out of bounds again, threw it back in, and Steph caught it, and like the last couple of seconds, he kind of hit the 3 in the corner. That Curry shot or whatever he claimed it to be, whatever.
There's something else I want to discuss after that, but go ahead.
But yeah, so they had like 0.5 seconds or something like that, and so they Timberwolves called a timeout, so they took it to the other side of the court, and they threw it in, and they threw it like 10 feet over
Cat's head.
Yeah, like 10 feet over his head or whatever. But Kevin Durant, again, was out here holding him, and so they called a foul. He had one shot, and he had 2 free throws. And then, was it 2 free throws? Yeah,
it was two.
He had 2 free throws, but hit one. And then they got back in. Yeah, purposely missed the second one, and they end up winning the game. But like the time between Steph getting the ball and going to the outside of the court, he started like mocking the ref or whatever, talking about call that one or blah blah whatever light skinned niggas say, and so like then the ref was like they were talking about like the ref was like, all right, I got you. That's how it's gonna be. All right, I got you. It was a right call, but I got you. So that's what it's talking about. They called it on the other side, and even though it was a good 15-25 feet over Cat's head, Durant was clearly holding him. Like, clearly had his hands all in his jersey, clenched and everything. He was clearly holding him. So, I mean, that's a foul no matter what you want to say. No matter if you think it's fair or not, it's a foul. And so it was called correctly, but they still caught that L, and we're all pissed off about it.
But to me, the thing is like, y'all are crying over something like that in a regular season game. But if I recall last year in the playoffs, James Harden did the same thing. We were down by 9. It happened twice where he made a 3-point shot, and what did they do? Oh, foul on the floor.
Yeah.
They didn't seem to complain then.
Mm-hmm. When it's beneficial.
Yeah, when it switches and it's beneficial for them, it's like, oh, no, that's bullshit. Nah.
Yeah.
That's one. And two, any other person in the NBA except Steph Curry does what he did to the referee, they're getting thrown out the game.
They're definitely getting texts. Yeah.
He was running down the court laughing, pointing at the ref.
Pointing at the ref. Like, not just like, but pointing at the ref, talking about blah, 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 whatever, making a little. If it had been me, out of here. Then you saw when they called the foul on Kevin Durant, like, Steph threw his towel on, was like halfway down the hallway, like he's about to leave. Leave if you want to, bro. We don't care. We do not care, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought he was setting up for one of those tunnel shots for how far down he was.
Ooh,
but,
ooh. I don't know, bro. I'm ready for this Warrior team to be broken up this summer.
Bro, the biggest crybabies. Like it's like having like a team of LeBrons. You know,
Ooh.
just crying all the time, bro.
I feel like though, all the people that are gonna leave Golden State after this year, none of them are gonna be successful anywhere they go. I mean, obviously Steph Curry's staying.
Yeah.
Because that little bitch is tied down to Golden State. Kevin Durant's gone. Kevin Durant's already proven he can't win without 7 other All-Stars around him.
The Justice League, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Draymond's donkey ass is gone. I don't know where the fuck he's going, but he ain't gonna go nowhere and do nothing impactful because he's trash. Mm-hmm. The only one that might have a chance to contribute somewhere is Klay Thompson, just because he's such a good shooter and defender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, I'll be so ready when the Rockets win a championship this year.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And Golden State goes crying in their different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's going to be the best thing in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet victory.
I don't know. I'm just tired of the Warriors, bro.
Yeah, they are getting on. It's the same thing like every year. Like, it's weird. It just ends up being, you know, well, I guess technically it wouldn't be Cleveland and the Warriors this year, because where's Cleveland?
Man, Cleveland.
Shout
out to Cleveland.
Psych.
Yeah, y'all get what y'all get. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it happens, man.
But
Or you saw like the Steve Kerr. I don't understand how that happens. You know, it's like 10 feet above his head or whatever, blah blah. Whatever, bro.
I don't understand how you're a coach when you don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You just let Steph coach.
Anybody can be. I can go win 70 games and win 3 championships with the players that you have, bro. You don't have to do anything. You really don't. I'm sure when he does, what they do is whenever they go on the sideline and run plays, they're drawing like little pixel things. Like, what do you want me to draw, guys? We have 45 seconds.
Playing little switch games real quick.
You know what I'm saying? You don't do anything, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Call me a hater and fucking, like, it is what it is. The shoe fits, wear that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of white guys not being the heads of things.
Wow, good one. That's 2.
You saw
transition game 100 right now.
You feel me? You saw that Jordan Peele supposedly said that he's not casting white guys as the leads in his movies. I
did see that, and I support that 100%.
I commend him. Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
I've seen that movie, which, I mean, it's true. Like, it's almost every horror movie. I think the first one that I think in history that, you know, starred like a black man as the head was like Night of the Living Dead. I want to say George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Oh yeah. And that was like the first ever black lead in like a horror movie, and then there was like barely anything after that. You know, I wouldn't really call like.
Usually in horror, they always kill off the black people first.
Yeah, it's kind of like a trope. Like you kill off like the blonde white girl, and a black guy or somebody black. You know, so it's like they don't really last very long. Like, nope. I think I can name like 5 black people who survived like horror movies. Let's see, Taye Diggs. Ice Cube. Let's see.
Hold on, just to stop you there for a second. Bro, once Ice Cube beat up Debo, I knew they weren't dying in no movie.
I ain't care about no snake. You serious?
Ain't nobody dying in no movie. Boy, knocked out Debo.
Busta Rhymes survived a horror movie.
Halloween, right?
Yeah, Halloween. H2O, I want to say. It was.
I think it was H2O.
Who else? It was like 2 more. Anyway, 5. Like it's rare. It's rare that we make. You know, I'll say people. Brandy survived a horror movie. I still know what you did last summer. Brandy survived a horror movie.
I forgot about that.
And you know, some other nigga. Whatever.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out to the other nigga.
You know who the 5th one is? Leave it below in the comments.
Or just leave a comment of all the people who survived. Oh, I got it. LL Cool J. He survived.
No, not Jaws. I'm tripping.
You are tripping. Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. He survived Deep Blue Sea. That's 5. Ha! Gotcha. So that's 5 people who survived a horror movie. That I can think of off the top of my head, and that's rare.
And that took us a few minutes.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to even like comb through, you know, all of the horror movies that I watched in my lifetime of black people. Either A, even being there, which, you know, we usually aren't, or B, you know, surviving this. So yeah, that's definitely, you know, a movie we've seen 100 times of some random white guy or some famous white guy, in a horror movie as the lead. We've seen this before. Let's have a different narrative. But I think the biggest thing that people were like complaining about is like, oh, what if like a white director said this? I mean,
they said worse.
I must wait, and even if they didn't say it, verbally, they kind of said it in their actions, as in not casting, a black male lead, as in a horror movie or in a couple movies, or even casting the correct, race or nationality of a person in a horror in any kind of movie. Like I mentioned, in our past videos, Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell. She was supposed to be Asian for some reason, or even Mickey Rooney was supposed to be Asian, and Breakfast at Tiffany's, and he was in yellowface the whole time. Ben Affleck played I can't remember the guy's first name, but Hernandez in Fargo. There's a lot of roles that should have went to a person of color, or a specific nationality or some of that. Or I think it was Jennifer Lawrence. Was it?
In what movie?
And was it Aloha? I think it was. I can't remember if it was her or not. Probably. I don't like her anyway. But it was probably. I think it was her that was in Aloha or somebody like that. No, it was Emma Stone. That's what it was.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone Aloha, and she was supposed to play somebody of Pacific Islander descent, and it was given to a white person. So it's like, and they all like, people always want to give this excuse where it's like, oh, what if there's not just like a good enough actor of that nationality or that race to play that person? It was like, first off, you didn't give them a chance. I mean, because there's like a bunch of unknown people who've come through in acting spots and have been tremendous, been like great additions to the movies, or even carried the movie, but do not give it a chance. So you would never know if there's someone who could play that role, because you never give them a chance to play that role. Never give somebody a chance to be able to play themselves. So that's kind of what I feel like Jordan was going through. It's like me, like, why? And there's still stuff that I saw on Facebook that was like, this white guy yelling at this kid, about it's a cartoon about like casting, or not casting a white guy. Like what if a white director said that it had been racist, and they kind of go back and forth about things. And then, the white guy gets mad and is like, well, if y'all want to, cast your own people, make your own movies. It's kind of what Jordan did, but still people are still pissed off about it. We kind of did our own thing. It's like, we're just going to leave white people out of it? Like bro, you've left us out of so many different things. So, I mean, y'all try to keep us out of the White House, but that didn't really work. Even though we built it, So, like why you always trying to keep us out of something, but it's the second there's something that y'all can't do or y'all can't be a part of, y'all want to yell out reverse racism, or y'all want to yell out that y'all are mad about, whatever, just because y'all aren't a part of whatever's going on. And that's ridiculous to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's trash.
Yeah, definitely. So shout out to Jordan. Hey, if you need an extra, go ahead and cast us. We're here.
You know what I'm saying? I could just stand up. I don't even have to get no lines. Just chill.
I could be one of the people that get killed, like whatever, or don't go. All right, bro. Talk about what happens when you get back. Like the smallest line, or a walk-through part, whatever. Shout out to Jordan.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope, bro, to be honest.
Hey,
that would be so dope.
That'd be pretty lit. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Hey, you just pay me $1,000.
Hey, you feel me? I might just stand in there. You feel me? Like, I'm like, a straight walkthrough. I'll do that 6 times in the movie. I don't care. Whatever.
You know what I'm saying? $1 for each time.
Hey, all you gotta do is pay me for pay me in buffets that you have afterwards. You feel me? Pay me in the ending party. You know what I mean? Let me meet some celebs real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Let me get my name out there. Whatever. And I'm down.
That'd be so dope, though.
Yeah. Speaking of actors, you're about Jesse.
Man, you know what, bro? I don't know how to feel about this whole situation. It's been so like back and forth. Like, it's too much to keep up with. You know what I'm saying?
Like, is he guilty? Is he not guilty? Then he was, charged like 16 counts of felony, whatever. Then
it all gets dropped.
It's cleared. So it's like, were the 2 Nigerian guys lying about, this check and all the stuff that they were doing, or like, who's actually telling the truth? What's really going on? I don't get it. I don't know.
And the fucked thing about it is we will never know.
We probably. I mean, I don't say we'll never know. I mean, we might find out, but time will tell. I have no idea what's really going on. maybe it was like some people who actually like set it up for that to look phony or fake or something like that. Stranger things have happened. So
that is true. I don't know. I'm just glad that for now this shit's over with. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Our person not speaking on anything else after this until like I get some definitive proof or there's charges set or something. But until then, I'm kind of done with it. I'm kind of done with the whole thing. It is what it is. It's whatever. It is what it is.
Oh, my bad. Took a little nap. My bad. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's been one thing we haven't touched on that really yet.
Yeah.
At all. Just because I think we were kind of waiting to see where it was gonna play out to be.
Yeah, like it was weird. It was a whole weird situation to begin with.
And then it comes out that it's all just dropped. Like,
yeah, it's just like like my cell service at your house sometimes. It's just dropped. It's just out of there.
Man, my shit be doing that same shit.
The same thing.
Especially when I get around the corner down the street.
Hey, so
it should be from 4 bars to 1 bar real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But
all right, I don't really have a transition for this one, but like going into like a more serious note. I don't even know about this. There was another plane explosion the other day in Crosby,
Texas, for people that don't know.
People don't know. The incident was at Chemical KMCO, chemical processing facility up there in Crosby. This was the 3rd chemical plant explosion, fire, or whatever, in 17 days in the Houston area. Emergency responses and of course nearby resident because of like all the chemical stuff that forced residents and school children and all that stuff to shelter in place for a while. The initial explosion was triggered by a flammable gas called, and I'm gonna murder this. I have no idea what it's called. It's isobutylene. I don't know. A chemical that you don't want on you at all.
Nope.
Especially with flames around. The fire was extinguished Tuesday afternoon, but emergency crews were still trying to figure out what ignited the gas initially. So, I mean, I don't know, man. There's been a lot of plant explosions, almost like it's like planned. You feel like so many 17 days, 3 separate plants, or 2 plants. Well, twice, one plant twice, whatever. And then went down and then came up, and then there was one in Baytown, and then like there's this one. So it was like, so soon, so within the same area pretty much, and then like back to back, it's crazy that it almost seems like it has to be planned or something must be going on that someone's like setting this thing up. Like, I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Yeah, so the last time that there was a big explosion like that was like 15 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, that's a while back.
And it was in Texas City. And the only reason I know that because my neighbor across the street, her husband was killed in that.
I do remember. Like I had a friend who was affected by that too. I do remember something like that.
I think they sued and they made like $25 million or something like that.
You mean $1 million? I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. There's something going on for this shit to keep happening so often.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's crazy. They said there's a guy's actually injured, already died, or 2 guys are injured. 2 people are injured, and 1 person that died. The person that died, his name was James Earl Mangum, nicknamed Bubba.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bubba. He was killed in the blast, and like I said, 2 were injured. So I mean, shouts out to his family, prayers, and all that to the people who were involved. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. You gotta do better.
Also, want to give a shout out to Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, Nips. Man, when I heard about the story, I thought it was crazy. I swear I just seen something about him, and then next thing he was gone. Like he was talking about like trying to do something for the community, like trying to improve it, trying to be better, and then gets gunned down in front of the store.
By somebody that was in his own crew, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. I saw like the picture of the guy. I can't remember what it said his name was, but I saw the picture of the guy.
His Instagram was shitty cuz. That's what I remember.
That makes sense. That fits. That fits.
I don't know, man. I just, to me, it's crazy because he was literally trying to do good stuff for his community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming up from Crenshaw in L.A.
Yeah.
And I know that he already opened up a clothing store, and I know that he was only employing people or local rappers to work there. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And he was also opening up a barbershop,
Yeah.
a soul food place. Like he was trying to do good shit for
Yeah.
LA, and it's sad that he was taken so early at 33.
You don't like to see people come up.
It's crazy. And then if it is, I mean, because I don't know, I won't believe that it's not that I won't believe that it wasn't his friend, but until there's like you say, definite evidence that it was him. Like I don't know. It sounds like a little something might be a little fishy there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we'll see what this all said and done. We'll see what happens. Try to get into like a lighter note. You know, our little throwback Thursday segment. I say we should do our top 5 favorite cartoons, like old school cartoons back from back in the day. Yeah, okay. Maybe our favorite episode if we can remember. Some of them I don't have a favorite. I don't remember a favorite episode.
Me neither.
But like, yeah. You want to go first? Or we go first?
You can go first. I'll see how you play yours out, and then I can just.
I mean, we got the same favorite.
We probably will have a few of the same.
I might have an honorable mention too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. First and foremost, people who know me, I gotta go Ninja Turtles. 1987 Ninja Turtles. That's when the cartoon came out. That's definitely my top watched cartoon of that era or show of that era. I'm gonna go Thundercats. Gotta go Thundercats. I don't know, like I'm a huge Thundercats fan. I didn't like the remake, so that's how you know how old school I am. But I like the old school show better. I forgot my favorite episode of Ninja Turtles. I actually have 2. It's Hot Rodding Teenagers from Dimension X, which is like the 4th or 5th episode. Like it's one of the first 5 episodes. It's in the first 5 episodes, and then there's Michelangelo meets Bugman. I thought was pretty cool that Michelangelo gets to meet his hero, which is actually a comic book, and then he finds out that he's actually a real guy. So that's pretty dope. Or in comic books, a real guy. Also, after Thundercats, probably go with Recess. Yeah, from Disney Channel. I almost got my hair messed up because of Recess one time. Like I grew up going to daycare, so I didn't really get to go home after school very much. So I remember I went to go get my haircut one time and Recess was playing. I heard the music come on. I swerved my head around to watch it. And I almost got all the side of my head shaved off before it was cool. So yeah, shout out to Recess. In the, what was that, 4? 3. Yeah, in the 4th spot, gotta go Rugrats. Yeah, Rugrats. I don't really have a favorite episode of Recess, but Rugrats, my favorite episode is where they pretend to be superheroes to defeat Angelica. That was pretty dope.
That's actually my favorite one too.
Is it? Yeah, that was one of the dopest ones. Changeling baby and the Stinky and all that. Yeah, those were dope. 5th, gotta go Dexter's Laboratory. And my favorite episode, I have 2 favorite episodes of Dexter's Laboratory. The first one is where they had a musical episode, which is really weird, but it kind of shows when Dexter comes home and for the first time, and he starts building his laboratory, and Dee Dee comes in, as on cue and destroying everything he's trying to build, but it was just that a different look or take into the show itself. I just thought that stood out for me. And then the second episode, which I feel Pacific Rim actually stole from the show, is where they go to Japan and they're in these giant suits, and they come together to fight this giant monster, which is a knife X head type thing, which is almost reminiscent of Knife Head and all that stuff like that from Pacific Rim. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is just the Dexter's Laboratory episode that they stole. My honorable mention though has to go to Hey Arnold. As honorable mention, I couldn't honestly put it in my top 5. I was kind of going back and forth between Hey Arnold and the Rugrats, but I ultimately gave it to the Rugrats. But yeah, that's definitely an honorable mention for me. What about you?
All right, I'm like mine's is a little different. We got a few little similarities.
Okay.
The only thing with me is it's hard for me to pick favorite episodes. I have a few of them, but like there's some that are really favorite. But a lot of if I watched it, I enjoyed the whole thing. You know
Yeah, definitely.
But my first one is Doug. Doug was my
favorite.
Wait, my favorite cartoon.
We talking about Disney's Doug or Nickelodeon's Doug?
No, Nickelodeon's Doug.
Ooh.
That was that was probably one of my favorite shows. Yeah. And one of my favorite episodes was called Doug in Vogue, and it was just where kind of he was trying to be more fashionable.
Okay.
And he kept
sense.
getting accused of stealing everybody's fashion, so he keeps trying. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to find his own little niche. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
My second one is Rugrats. That was probably my favorite cartoon growing up.
Yeah.
Second favorite growing up. Third is a little different. Me, Rocko's Modern Life was one of my favorite.
Rocko was cool. They had a lot of like innuendos in Rocko's Modern Life. There's a lot of stuff. It's like you watch it now, you're like, ooh, like yeah. Like I don't know if they should have had that back then.
All right, my fourth is gonna be Rocket Power.
Hey, Rocket Power was dope.
Yeah, Otto was probably one of my favorite cartoon characters ever.
Yeah, Otto's one of those that like you wanted to be like. I want to play every sport. I want to do everything. You know. Yeah, I feel that.
He kind of, you know, I mean, this is kind of just a little different. But you know who he reminds me of, bro? I don't know, like the way he looks. He reminds me of Slim Jimmy from Ray Shrummer.
A grown Slim Jimmy. But you think if he grew up, he would look more like Sway Lee, though?
You think so?
Yeah, with the glasses and all stuff. Because you wore like glasses at times. I don't know. I think like his hair would be like.
I think that's
long.
To me, the hair is a little bit. Because Slim Jimmy cut all his hair off.
Yeah, but Rocco had like dreads, didn't he? Like.
Otto, yeah.
So I feel like he'd have like long, Sway Lee type dreads. I don't know. That's just me.
That's what I said, Sway Lee, didn't I?
No, you said Slim Jimmy.
Did I say?
Yeah.
I meant Sway Lee. My bad. That's what I meant. I get my Ray Sherman people mixed up.
That's
anyways. And the last one for me is Ed, Edd and Eddy, bro.
Hey, Ed, Edd and Eddy. Yeah. That's the first time I ever like saw like a jawbreaker. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like,
before the movie came out.
Like I never really like went to the mall growing up. So
already? Okay. But yeah, that's I don't know. It was a little bit I guess more mature. Not even mature. They were
not really. There's some like mature subject. I guess sometimes especially with what was that girl that they're into? Like all three of them, they were like into.
Not the trailer park girl.
No. I'm talking about like the one blonde chick that like the only one that wasn't Ed's sister. They lived in the cul-de-sac. I can't remember what her name is though. But yeah, they were like all into her for a little bit. Like at different points in time, they're kind of into her and kind of like. And they're like Kevin's bitch. I did not like Kevin. I did not like Kevin. I did not like Kevin. And so,
I liked it because they had like a little. They were a little diverse. You know what I'm saying? They had the little Indian.
They had like two characters that were white. Like I wouldn't really call it like diverse. He did wait and like. What's his name?
They had a little AP in there, you know what I'm saying?
What was his name? Rolf. And Rolf, he didn't even live in the cul-de-sac. He lived like around the corner. I think Jimmy was like the only black kid that like lived in their cul-de-sac.
I think so too.
Which was reminiscent. I remember being like the only black kid in the cul-de-sac at one point. So it's super good. So like yeah, shout out to Jimmy. Except for I didn't talk to Planks. that definitely was. Yo, Plank. That boy Plank like the most I guess I get like the largest reach of any actor in that show. Never said a word. It's crazy. Like the most emotion shown, but never said anything. That was always crazy to me. But yeah, those were some of our throwbacks. In the comment below, leave like your favorite cartoons, stuff like that, stuff that you remember, some nostalgia stuff. We'll geek out over it together. You feel me?
Yeah, we decided to do a little something different with Throwback this week.
Yeah.
Instead of keep flooding y'all with stories, we decided to give y'all a little more insight. Yeah. But y'all definitely in the comments below. My bad. In the comments below, put some more videos you want us to react to.
Or if you have questions for us, throwback questions that you want answered, I'm also down for that. A little throwback question and stuff like that. So, or just questions in general, we can always get to a little Q&A for our page. Maybe do a whole video on just that.
We definitely answer all comments.
Yeah. Excuse me. Until we get big, we get like assistants to do it for us. Yeah, we'll definitely hit you up because we get email stuff about it. So we'll definitely hit you up when we get our comments and stuff coming through.
But this has been another episode of
Big Trouble in Little Podcast
with Biggie AR
and the Overlord.
See y'all next week.
All right, take it easy.
Peace.